We have to make sure that the O-ring has seated without any twists. Now we will push in the another O-ring. So now here we are ready to overhaul the water supply device. This we have already removed from the shaft. We have already loosened the water chamber cover screws. So we need to keep them safer. So this screw is with the tonged washer, and we have removed the water chamber cover. Now we have to turn it upside down, and we have to remove these 3 Allen bolts which is holding the nozzle onto the water chamber and the water disc.
Purifiers are the biggest pain in the beep 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 of any fourth engineer. Watch this video till the end because you learn something new. If you trust us, immediately buy a purifier package so that you learn and you have that confidence when you go on board ship as a fourth engineer. If you trust us more, go for fourth engineer excellence package, and this package is going to turn your life around. इसके अंदर वो हर चीज है that a fourth engineer needs to know. Immediately go ahead, buy using purifier 50 coupon code and get flat 50% off on fourth year excellence package. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata Di. Watch the video till the end.
Once we have removed this, the operating water disc can be removed from the nozzle and the operating water chamber. So we have removed the nozzle, we have removed the operating water chamber and the operating water disc. So here we can see there is a gasket here, so we will remove that one. As you can see, it is broken, so we will have to renew that one. We cannot use this one, so we will discard this one. So these are all the parts. After that we need to clear all the holes. So as we can, if we can see here, it is clearly mentioned this is the nozzle for, this is the inlet for the operating opening water, and this is the inlet for the closing water or shut. And then the water from each, suppose it is an opening water, so the nozzle is aligned in such a way that this water that is going for the opening water will enter into this space, and from this space it will travel up, and from here it will travel up, and from this side, these 3 holes, the water will come out for the opening of the bowl. For the closing of the bowl, the water is going from the shut side, as written is there, and then from this space here, the space here, the hole, the water is entering into the another hole here, and then water is traveling up, and then that water will pour out from these 3 nozzles. So that is how our water nozzle is working. Another, we need to check these O-rings if they are sealing or not. So whenever we are overhauling the water chamber device, it is advised that we renew these 2 O-rings. So now we have removed the old O-rings from the operating water chamber, and we will renew that with the new O-ring. So both the O-rings, the top O-ring and the bottom O-ring, are part number are same. So we will apply a bit of grease on this one. and we will gently push in. We have to make sure that the O-ring has seated without any twists. Now we will push in the another O-ring. And now roll it all over so that we do not have any twist on the O-ring. Now on the operating water disc we need to put this new gasket. So we will apply a thin layer of grease on this one. And while we are putting this gasket, what we need to make sure is that we do not block the holes. There is a chance that by mistake we can place it in some other direction and we block these holes. So we have to make sure that we do not block these holes for the operating water. We can align them so that not just these holes but they are also clear for the screws that will be holding the nozzle. So now we have put the gasket here. So now it is ready for us to fix the nozzle along with the So we will apply a small layer of grease on top of the nozzle, and then we will just push in the nozzle through the operating water chamber and make sure that this gasket and these holes are also matched. For this we will need to align the holes. Yeah. So once we have aligned the holes, then we will put these Allen bolts so that the disc is attached to the nozzle. So now that we have screwed in the screws and we have fixed the disc with the nozzle, so now we will tighten it completely. Firmly tighten these 3 screws, and at the same time ensure that the operating chamber is free to rotate in this. Now after this we are ready to fix the operating chamber cover. So again we need to align the holes and place in the screws with the washer. Once we have placed in all the screws, then we can start tightening them, and at the end we need to lock the screw head with the lock washer. So now we need to lock the screw with the lock washer. We need to, okay. So now our water operating device is assembled and ready for box up. So we have renewed the 2 O-rings and the gasket which was broken, and we have cleaned all the nozzle holes, and we have assembled according to the maker's manual. Okay, so this we can